Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. McCole Hardman now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Finds his man, Gray. By a man, and now he's in the clear. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. There he goes, right sideline. And the Falcons force the turnover on the first series of this game.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10.
Here we go, set. Warrior 70.
Penix to the air to start us off. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's third and 10.
They send a tight end in motion. Third down, it's Penix. Flushed out of the pocket. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Jalen Watson.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Attack! Easy!
From his end zone, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down throw, Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Rice pulls it in along the sideline. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Hey, red one, red one. Where's that?
Back to the air, Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Reed now to kick this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Justin Reed with the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Staying with Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Offense up to the line fast. Tight end going in motion here. Play action. Here's Penix. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. Gets to space right side. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Hardman with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Called in by Worthy. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
Hey, rip list. Yellow. Yellow, yellow. Hey, 57, 57. Watch out.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
15, 15. Watch out.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
15, 15. Watch out.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He's got it near the 10. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Yellow, yellow.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Watch out.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
43, 46. Yellow. Attack, attack. Watch out.
Another throw for Mahomes. Has it down close. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 12-yard line.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
19 Lions. Let's go now. Big Lion. Set go.
Another try following the sack. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
18 rattle. 18 rattle. Let's go. Ready.
Penix on third down. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Hey, check that. Check that. Street. Street. Get up.
Fourth down, here's Penix. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked up by Jalen Watson. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come 19! Come 19! Ready!
Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Escapes the pocket. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They'll come up first and 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
70 range! 70 range! 79 Bronco! Warriors 70s, Buffalo 18! Go!
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons make it a one-score game before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Hardman with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. Taking his shot deep down the field it goes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, partner, those halftime adjustments they had planned on offense. Hold on, let me just crack it open here and throw those right out the window.
That's such a bummer. You do spend those rapid minutes in the halftime locker room getting everybody on the same page. Hey, here we go. Here's our plan. Here's our new script. And instead, that script, well, it's rewritten. And now the defense got to respond.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing is Mahomes. That one's complete right side. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal. Pacheco will score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
Falcons 14.
Reed now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 30-yard
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Penix now on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Working quickly here. Penix on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On 2nd down, Robinson jukes out a one-stop. Launches, and he's got it! Touchdown! The Falcons start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Hardman with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. Continuing to move past the 45. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Another carry for Robinson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go.
Here's Penix. Into the hands of Pitts. A lot of grass ahead. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
18 rattlers. 18 rattlers. Ready. Mustang 19. Rig alert. Rig alert. Chop 60. Chop 60.
Play action. Here's Penix. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Yellow. Right side.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to push one deep down the road. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. That's Justin Simmons. And the Falcons have some new life in the 4th.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta.
6.
Falcons losing by 14. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready. Go.
Penix now to throw. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
3rd and 4.
Looking to throw it. He's on the move. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. So here we go. The Falcons lining up for a big 2-point conversion attempt. He'll look to throw it. And he'll get into the end zone to make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Hardman with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, attack! Hey, color. Right side.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
All right. Attack. Easy.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's back to throw. That's caught for the first. Still has some space inside the 35. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On the move, headed right. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and he couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. Room to the right. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
This is caught. And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the 2-point conversion. Reed now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say goodbye from Atlanta.